everybody. Now we will discuss mainly about Internet of Things. This subject is related for 7th sem students. IoT, Introduction of Internet of Things. Whatever we are using in our day-to-day life is explained here. So coming to Unit 1, we will just discuss how we are overcoming with this subject and what are the main points. Unit 1, we are discussing about IoT definition, properties, and its conceptual and architectural framework. Whatever is there, based on that we will discuss mainly about that ahead in our upcoming discussions. Now here we are discussing about physical and logical design of IoT enablers. These are all the part of our Unit 1. Modern day IoT applications, machine to machine communication, IoT versus machine to machine, IoT versus WOT, IoT reference architecture, IoT network configurations, and IoT LAN, IoT WAN. And these are all the paths mainly used nowadays. Layers are used in IoT mainly, like IoT node, IoT gateway, IoT proxy, and IPv4. Everybody know IPv6 either. Now coming to IoT vision. The vision behind IoT is mainly we have to using plug and play. Everybody know nowadays so many smart objects are there, and based on that we are using in our day-to-day life, like smartphone, like whatever sensors you are having, whatever agriculture work you are doing. Based on that we are everybody know what is the main function of IoT nowadays. And like artificial intelligence, IoT also plays an important role. Now the main vision of IoT is that we can deploy it in any environment. With an main thing here is that we have to use interconnection. That is a backbone we are using here to allow them with smart objects around, whatever smart objects we are using. So here again, moving ahead, we will see IoT definition. Again the same thing it is telling, that it is but little bit different. They are telling about IP address also. So they are using so many networks based on physical objects that feature an IP address for internet connectivity and the communication, whatever we are doing, that occurs between these objects and other internet enabled devices and systems. Coming to the IoT conceptual framework, we will see here the main task of this framework are to analyze and determine smart activities of the systems. Okay, so whatever smart activities of intelligent devices, here we are using through maintaining a interconnection among those devices. The proposed framework will help to standardize IoT infrastructure so that it can receive e-services based on context information, leaving the current infrastructure unchanged. Again, the active collaboration of these devices are used for computing purpose also, like we can utilize it as a cloud computing technique. So this is all about. Now this model is capable of logical revision of physical devices, placement, creation of virtual links. So it is just telling about the conceptual framework of IoT. So here we are using different domains, networks, and collaborate among multiple applications, like without any central coordination system. Now IE is again, it's a cloud computing technique which can be used for different functionalities, like to accommodate, provides access to cloud infrastructure. Mainly the services generally offered by modern data centers, okay, which is maintained by giant companies and organizations. Now it is categorized as virtualization of resources, which permits a user to install and run application over virtualization layer and allows the system to be distributed on. Again, this conceptual framework for IoT depends upon infrastructure system that can be categorized into 4 layers. To receive context supported e-services, we are like everything is connected with an internet of IoT based on raw data from Internet of Things. These 4 layers establish a generic framework that does not alter the current network infrastructure but also create an interface among services and entities. Now coming to the first layer, that is connectivity layer. This layer includes all the physical devices that is already described in your diagram, involving the framework and the interconnection among them. Now future internet largely depends on the unification of these common objects. Okay, whatever internet you are using, it depends on that common object found everywhere near the main controllable area. Like we are using this layer by RFID tags, also by resource. Now here the main thing is that connectivity layer depends on resource management, and the main part is resource management is the main point here. which is using a physical resource of devices and networks involved in this infrastructure. So these devices contain very limited resources for resource management and ensuring the maximum utilization with little overhead. Okay, it also allows sharing or distribution of information and also among multiple networks, or we can say single network device. Again, coming to the next layer, it is access layer. Context data will be reached to internet via IoT gateway. Again, it is a diagram explanation as captured by short range devices in form of raw data. Access layer comprises of topology definition. Again, network is the main part. This layer also includes connection setup, intra-domain communication, scheduling, packet transmissions between flow sensors and IoT gateway, and also the simulation was run by the main layers. Based on these layers, we can see feature management. Here feature management plays an important role. Okay, and also accepts acceptable context data. Mainly it is used for census maintenance, and lots of features are used by different context data. Feature filter helps to reduce irrelevant data in transmission, also increase the data transfer rate. Okay, and also a number of features can be different based on different. Service layer is again, it is used to store it is a main part for storage management, like different management we are discussing here. So here storage management plays an important role that bears the idea about all sorts of technologies and information which can turn the system scalable and efficient. It is not only responsible for storing data but also provides security with it. So it also allows accessing data effectively, integrating data to enhance service intelligence. Also it will analyze based on services required, what services you need. Okay, and mostly it also increases the storage efficiency. Again, it is also storage and management is the main part that already I told. So here it is used for business management and operations which are included in a business support. Okay, and also presented to virtualization. Types of layers that are used for IoT conceptual view. Again, we can say one more layer, abstraction layer is there. One of the most important properties of OpenFlow is the virtual layer. We can say it is using for infrastructure unchanged. A virtual link can be created among different networks and a common platform can be developed for various communication systems. Okay, so in this way we can say, and one central system can monitor, control all sorts of traffics based on this abstraction layer that will provide a better service. Now it is telling about a multi-hopping scenario packets which is transferred with some nodes. Here nodes plays an important role for the scenario, like based on virtual presence of sensor networks and nodes that can solve the problem, where we can create a virtual link between. Virtualization is the main part, we can say here link. So virtual link is created between two sensor networks through access point negotiation. Okay, so virtualization layer are added to establish infrastructure. Sensors need to be used for packet transformation and could be sent by any nodes based on different networks. Okay, so in this way unit 1 conceptual view part is done. So we will discuss other topic on next video. Thank you all of you.